All right, all opposed? All right, any abstentions? All right, the vote was 5 to 7 to 5. That doesn't pass. We're moving on to the speakers list. Matt.
Yeah, I'd just like to bring something up vis-a-vis the fundraising requirement, which is, I think the two models that, any government organization, which we are, should aspire to when it's publicly financing media are NPR and PBS. Now, PBS fundraises anywhere from 51% to 60% of its funds, and the rest of its money it receives through a competitive grant process. Anybody know the number that NPR fundraises of its own money? It's 94% for local affiliates. It's 98.5% nationally. So the notion that it's impossible to fundraise 25%, nobody's asking for 94% or 98.5% to be fundraised, but clearly outside of the university system, that it's not unreasonable for even the most protected and insulated media organizations nationally to proceed to make over half their money themselves. So a quarter is really, to quote a wise individual, opinions.
All right. Just so voting members know, don't leave because we're going to lose quorum pretty quickly if everyone's just leaving at the rate that they are. All right, Tal. Annie?
So I think changing the media funding from 25% to 15% is very reasonable because I think, well, first of all, I think it's good to make media orgs fundraise, but to jump from 0% to 25%, I think it's kind of steep. And I think it's great that other UCs can do 50%, except I'm sure they didn't jump from 0% to 50%. And I don't believe that we're babying these media orgs. Like, I think this is going to have to be a gradual process. Like, maybe, who knows, we'll go from funding, fundraise from 0% all the way to like 50, 100%. Who knows? I mean, if it works out, then it works out. But also, from what I understand from this clause is that if media orgs were to fundraise about like 24%, then they wouldn't be eligible for funding the next quarter. So, I don't know. I just feel that 15% is more reasonable, and that's what we should go.
Andrew.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I don't remember.
So I think we're all getting really caught up on this number, 25%, 15%, but I just want to kind of put some things into perspective. So for $50, let's say that's the max cap. Let's say an organization is allocated $450. 25% of that is $112.50. That can be done through fundraising, and you do have that opportunity as an org to do that. Also, I want to point out the benefits of raising your own money. You become a self-sustaining organization. You're not reliant on student fees. Two, you get visibility by fundraising. You probably all want to get a greater audience, right? So fundraising can help you do that, and I don't see this as a huge detriment. I understand we're in a really big situation, and it's not easy to tell students, raise your own money. But at the same time, let's think about the numbers. $112 can be done in one day's worth of a barbecue. So I would just like to put that in perspective.